Hello everybody, I'm Conquering History Games and welcome back to part 6 of my Yunnan Clique campaign. We are the Kunming national government at the moment and attempting to secure the Guangzhou area in southern China, which is going to be a huge boon to our factory count, as well as granting us access to a lot of resources and things like that. So before I forget, I was going to talk about, because we had that dinosaur event, I remember when I was a kid I had a VHS, I picked it up at a Goodwill or something, of a National Geographic special. I wish I could remember what it was actually called though, but it was talking about, it was basically following the first, it was something like the first Western paleontology expedition into Mongolia since before the Cold War. So it had been decades. And they were going into this area. They were going to be looking for a couple of areas in Mongolia, but specifically they were going to a place called, I think, Ukatolgod, where they had found some Utah raptors, which, no, not Utah raptors, it was oviraptors, excuse me, oviraptors, and it was, and it was funny because they were showing how there had been this massive expedition before, and they were showing the guy who led the paleontology expedition, and I think he had only had a little bit of experience, although he hired professionals. And so you're just seeing this old, grainy, black and white footage of, like, you see some paleontologists and they have their brushes and they're brushing away the bone, and then it shows this cowboy-esque dude, like he literally has a cowboy hat on and he's got a frickin' pickaxe and he's just whacking away like a maniac at the ground right next to the person brushing gently. Okay, do we want to come in here? The Shining Pearl of the Southeast is not that great. Get 2 factories, some industry bonuses, yeah, but it's just, I really don't feel like this is that great. I might go to Frontier Mining, but otherwise, I think what I need to do here, we're going to have enough here to, I think, completely eliminate. We could immediately, after this army reform is done, go right into the next one. So, Legacy of the Northern Expedition is actually not that great. It's probably just meant for people who want to start getting rid of the negative stuff right away, but I'm going to have to go through it if I want to come down here. We got a lot of production cost stuff here that we could use, which is nice. We can get a better version of these later. Yeah, this is the one. So we can get infantry equipment manufacturer, or we can go for this one. Do I want to start going that way? I think, you know what? Production efficiency growth. Let's just finish that branch off so I don't have to think about it anymore. Can we come in here? Possibly? Oh, if we could break through here, that'd be nice. Again, we're still seeing green bubbles, so I have no intentions of slowing down. Be nice if we can take Nanning. Look at that! Almost 1 million manpower! So we now have them outnumbered, probably not outgunned. We will, though. We've got more factories. I'm sure we do. I'm sure that their units are just as trash as mine. The first sign of progress from our agricultural reforms, with our investments into inventory managers and storage spaces for grain, as well as improving the provincial irrigation system, we have finally started to see improvements into our overall food production. Although the plan is far from complete, the effects of our reforms are starting to benefit our farmers. More monthly population, more stability. Excellent. That's what I like to see. Very good. Very good. Look at that, we're getting 1.60 recruitable population a month now. What were we getting before? 100 and something? Okay, what we're gonna do here, we need what? 70. Wait, command power cost. Oh, it's because he's hurt right now. It's gonna take 48 days. Yeah. Little unfortunate. This is gonna take 6 more days. Alright, I gotta keep an eye right here because as soon as we bust through, we need to take this tile and come in here. Basically, we gotta encircle them. If we could get another encirclement, that would be awesome. Keeping an eye, keeping an eye. What's this? Yunnan Clique took Kumul. Took him long enough, huh? Yes, there it is. There it is. There's our shot. There's our shot. Okay, now come here, and encircle these guys. Keep them fighting. Keep them fighting here. Good. Hold this, please. All right. Yeah, if we could get that nice encirclement, it would just be wonderful. Start improving our entrenchment. Okay, no, they're not letting me come down here. Okay, then you stop and come here. Just gotta encircle them. Looks good so far. This tile is open. Get around, get around, get around. Yep, they're not noticing. We're gonna do it. We're gonna take this tile. Russia announces her ambitions. Who's running that anyway? It's Vladimir. Kind of boring. Usually would just join Germany back when Germany was still an option for them to form an alliance with. Boy of Amdo ordained 14th Dalai Lama. Okay. There are details of the danger and stuff. Well, that doesn't seriously concern us or anything, so we're not really gonna read that. Dang it, they got through. How much longer is he sick? 27 days. Dang it, I can't do a force attack. But we're pressuring him here. Ah, if I could just get a force attack in. Do they have any army right now? They do. Let's call them into arms. I should have done this before. Oh man. It's hard to go on the offensive. But we have the air superiority as well. That's awesome. With our again, this is 14 planes are giving me the superiority that I need. What a funny thing. Okay, try to come in here. This is not going to be too great if we do manage to cut them in half here, because they do have the docks. They have the dock here. They can go back and forth. The next step of our reforms, with our investments complete, we have managed to establish 10 water supervision areas controlled by provincial authorities loyal to us, as well as renovating 6 large-scale water reservoirs, which have in turn increased the irrigation area for our farmlands in an estimated 200,000 square meters. However, while our reforms have clearly improved the overall production effectiveness, it hasn't improved the life of small landowners and peasants in our provinces. In order to do so, we shall start preparing a series of fiscal reforms in order to reduce the overall taxation of our farmers, which shall hopefully improve the amount of the capital they can dispose of, and by extension, be able to afford better livelihoods by themselves. It may be less taxes for us, but more money for our farmers. Okay, we're about to lose 100 political power, but we'll get some building slots. Okay, we've got to spend that. We could legislate freedom. This might be my last chance to do it because I need less than 50% stability to do that. Anything else I want to spend it on then? We could go to extensive conscription. Yeah, let's do that, and that's probably where I'm just going to save for the rest of the game. Well, look at this. Almost at 1.75 political power a day. That is nuts, especially in Kaiserreich. All right, so we're done. We're done with the central thing, and I don't know. What am I gonna? I gotta do something here with a lot of this army experience. I gotta spend it somewhere. Yo, we gotta come down here sometime. So buy fighters to foreign countries. Yeah, we gotta do this. Despite the defeat of the National Revolutionary Army in the Northern Exposition, having left Yunnan led Yunnan into a precarious diplomatic situation, there are many lessons we can learn by studying this conflict to improve our own army. Just gotta be done with it. What the heck? What's going on here? Do you guys see this? Ah, that was weird. I didn't like it. I don't like it. No. Still getting green bubbles over here. No encirclements, though, and that's what I really needed. I really needed... Ah, jeez. Just a horrific grind now. And we can't take a lot of these other focuses until I'm at peace again. Okay, we can't do the new China until the Qing is officially gone. That makes sense. Oh, the Qing are dead! So won't this bypass us, or... Just declare war on the Qing? How does that work? I guess the Northeast China one will be what sends us into war with Fengtian. I'm not really sure. We can force attack now, finally. 22 in the hole! Paleontologists flock to Yunnan. Led by paleontologist and zoologist Yang Zhongjian, known as C.C. Young outside of China, and the bright pupil of German professor... Sorry, I'm squeaking my chair so much. Wait, okay, just adjusting. German professor Friedrich von Huene, many intellectuals are now flocking to Yunnan to examine the remains of IVPPV-15. While only a partial skeleton, many are comparing its sauropod-like appearance to the discovery of the Brachiosaurus altithorax, a massive late Jurassic sauropod discovered in 1903 in Colorado. However, early measurements from Bienmian show that the bones most likely came from the late Jurassic, causing even further enthusiasm from scientists in the subject, as the majority of the sauropods are not believed to have evolved until the early stages of the Jurassic era. Another issue that has brought interest to the fossils is the fact that the skeleton doesn't seem to belong to any of the known sauropod species categorized in China, and many are excited to see if this new skeleton belongs to a yet undiscovered species of sauropods. I wonder if we can profit from this popularity. So we got back the popularity we spent earlier. Okay, we're going to immediately continue the army reform. Yeah, it went back up in price. So that's it. We're done. We're done in 100 days. No more army reforms necessary. That's terrific. We got a great 23% research bonus. Now, if only we had guns. So that's why I just wanted to do this Legacy of the Northern Expedition to just be done with it. And I do have to remember that enacting conscription, oh jeez, yeah, that was going to boost me up 1. I knew that, so then we're going to end up with a lot more. So I wasted political power, basically. Because this is going to increase my recruitable population, but now it's going into the bracket where it's going to hurt my factory output, and that is the thing I'm lacking the most in right now. So I screwed up. Superior firepower, so much for that, huh? So much for this. Okay, what could we do then? Encryption and decryption, right? Or we could go way, way ahead of time. That would be... We could get really crazy here. Oh, I'm actually really tempted to do this. It would take like 2 years. Oh, what the heck? What is wrong with me? 481 days, that's ludicrous. Although what I could do is I could just do it so that the bonus is there and then go work on something else. Okay, so Legacy of the Northern Expedition is done. Let's keep working on our oh yeah, should I actually complete this all the way down? Because I have to also do agricultural stuff at some point. Yeah, that's right, I've been completely forgetting these aren't mutually exclusive. Gotta do them both. That's what's gonna make me super strong. Okay. Okay, then let's just keep focusing on the industry. Build it up, build it up, build it up. China's not going to be built in a day, but we will be a massive, impregnable force when the time comes. An interesting logo, or logo flag of theirs. Finalizing our agricultural reforms, the tax cuts have been a success, and they have increased the overall life conditions on our province, and the previous reforms have brought our agriculture to the top of China. With Sichuan embroiled in the recent chaos, our analysts agree that Yunnan has become the main Chinese province in terms of production of food and staple foods. Today is a great day for the nation, so we're now getting political power in addition to our monthly population continuing to grow more and more. So we're just drowning in it. We're drowning in the political power. but not really, because we're still negative, but 1.01 a day. Excellent. Still trying to find some place to attack or break through. That's it. Okay, wait, we have... Yep, that's it. No more green bubbles. That means it's time to stop. Time to take a breather. I haven't looked at the casualties in a while. We now have taken more than they have. So, yeah, definitely mistakes have been made. Certainly. Let's set up a 40 width. Oh, Austria. Okay. Australasian Guard coup happened. Alright. I think that is still the longest Kaiserreich guide I ever did, was the Australasian Confederation. It's over an hour. We could work on, and I'm sort of tempted to, we could work on infrastructure for a little bit. Right here. Okay, but let's get everybody's organization up. It is, and so when we combine that with the command power to do another force attack, we will then go on the offensive again. Now, cool, look at that, we got about 1 million people, because we're mobilizing. So what I want to do here is I want to duplicate this, and I want to set up a 40 width that we probably will only have a few of, but just strictly for breakthroughs. We want something like this. Wait, no. Something like that. Maybe we go 8-8. I don't have the factories for it, though. Okay, so we're going to call this 40 width, full artillery. Yeah. 40 width, 50-50. Yeah, do something like... Hold on. No. We're going to do like an 8 and 8. No. Oh, dang it! Oh my gosh. The frickin' hell. There. Leave that be. Duplicate. So we want something like this. It's not going to be pretty looking, sorry. Did I miscount something? A 7. Here we go. Alright. 40 width, 50, 50. These are for where we really have got to break through an area. So we'll make these later. We'll probably also put rocket artillery in there or something. Because we're not going to be making tanks. Our finest hour. That's fun and all, but no, we're not going to deal with that. Okay, and we're still not even running of positive on the on like building our production. We have a constant production deficit still. So we've got to let's wait for a bit. Okay, now we're in the green again. So let's just wait for a bit, and it's not a superior enemy, but these large river crossings, they are not fun. And we wait. What else could we be working on right now? We're about to finish up the Textile Industries. Finalized industrial reforms. Right. So then, do we switch to the other side, or should we get the debacle and into frontier mining? Am I gonna need all this? Requires one of the following. To get here requires all of the following. Let us... Okay, we have begun the industrial reforms. We have finished the industrial reforms, have national spirit, finalized. Okay, yeah, so we're done. We're done with this end. We were already done, actually, so we could have moved on earlier. There's another research slot out here. No, there's not. That's why I didn't come this way, but I don't think we ever get a 5th one, unfortunately. At least not as far as I know. What to do? Point to Chief of Staff. This is good factory output bonuses. Planning speeds, max plannings, those sorts of things. Maybe we gotta do this because we are at war now, but we need guns. Guns will help us faster, but factory output is guns. Dang, I'm kind of stuck here. What do I want to do? Effective change gets even stronger. Monthly population, mass factories, resource gain efficiency. See, the resource gain efficiency is not that great. And I don't know what this does. Let's find this out. The 2C debacle. Maybe it's something else that can give me continuous bonuses, although I doubt it, but kind of like the agricultural reform. Let's get the maintenance companies improved as well. Great. Are we just about ready here? Okay, soon we will get the force attack ready to go, and we'll hit him again. What's Fengtian looking like? They've moved to extensive conscription. They're going to have enormous amounts. Oh, these are colony states, though. They haven't cored these areas. I have no idea what they're working on, though. Oh, yeah, I was going to switch this over to something else. Now that now we can do encryption and decryption. Since we're done with that other stuff. Now we've applied the 100% modifier. So we've got that going for us. Okay, we should be able to do our force attack now. Go and go! Force attack, come on. Give me a breakthrough somewhere. Please. Pretty please. Oh, man. This is so not good. One green bubble right here. That's it. And I should be able to grind them down. I've got more factories and stuff, but... yeah. I'd like it if we can get to the coast, and then maybe I could start to build a navy. How crazy would that be, huh? Okay, let's... wait, nope. There we go. Now, they'll just reinforce naturally. There it is. Went up to 56 right away. Oh man, this sucks. I hate stalemates. I'd almost rather lose. So, the Tutsi leaders of the frontier have always presented a challenge for the provincial government. While they are generally respected in their communities, their interests usually clash with each other in our administration very often, which leads to unpleasant confrontations. So far, we've upheld their independence, so we haven't tried to incorporate their domains into our government. However, as the frontier is filled with resources, perhaps it's finally time to put an end to their pseudo-feudalistic rule and integrate their areas into the government. So we can get less resources, but we'll get higher recruitable population, or we get more resources and less recruitable population. I feel that it doesn't really matter too much, but I sense that the Tutsi thing kind of fits with the role play of how we're trying to integrate people. We're trying to be better about different regions and how it works. So we're going to lose resource gain efficiency, but now we have even more population. Okay, let's start our agricultural solution. Public support. Improve party popularity. Don't really need to, I think. Because, it's just... yeah, we got so much political power already coming in. Today, the National Southwestern Associated University has officially declared the Lower Lufeng Formation series discovered in Yunnan. While the initial samples showed the area as an upper Triassic formation, further analysis has led Bien Minyan and other geologists to define it as a lower Jurassic formation, clarifying that the bones of IVPPV15 could definitely belong to a sauropod. On that end, Yang Zhongjian has also finally concluded that IVPPV15 belongs to a new species of dinosaur that hadn't been found before, and have named it Lufengosaurus hune, with the first name referring to the formation and the second as an homage to his tutor Frederick von Huene. With this announcement, dozens of small archaeological teams from different parts of China and surrounding nations have been flocking into the province to begin exploration of the area. While this doesn't represent a massive change for our government, the scientific community of the province is sure to benefit from the influx of new geologists and paleontologists. Just what we needed, more intellectuals. Well, yes, apparently, because now we're getting that. Okay, army reforms are nearly done. And once again, I see just red bubbles. Damn. Damn, this sucks! Stop, everybody, stop. You got 4 yet? Almost. Maybe that's what we gotta do. Get his reinforce rate up. Very frustrating. At least the army reforms are nearly done. We're short on steel. That must be because of the, you know, the lowered resource gain efficiency. I certainly don't want to spend 100 on increasing the public support. Let's maybe get a chief of staff. Or, no, something else. The power plant? Yeah, who cares about excavation? Let's get the the Kunhu power plant so we can get our encryption and decryption up much faster than we have before. Could increase the strength of these support companies, and I don't really need to save any more of my army experience since we're just about done with the army reforms. We are done with the army reforms, so we can move on with that, get spending it. Oh, shoot. What is Feng Tian up to? They're currently at war with the left Kuomintang, I knew that. And East Turkestan is also at war with them. Sorta. I don't know how Japan hasn't just landed here and taken that. I don't really understand what's happening with that. Now this East Turkestan versus Yunnan Clique just looks like hell. That's horrible. What can we do? This kind of reminds me of just the fact that I have gone with superior firepower and I have no guns and so much manpower. It reminds me of an opposite situation from when I once did a Chile campaign in Kaiserreich, which went amazingly. I ended up creating a super elite fighting force that I was killing sometimes 3,000 people to each one of mine, and I was using the mass assault doctrine to do it, which really confused the heck out of the viewers. They were very mad at me when I kept saying how I was going to build an elite army, but I was using mass assault to do it. But hey, results, they spoke for themselves. Infrastructure construction speed, I think, is the way I want to go here. Resource gain efficiency will go up, as will monthly population. Max factories in a state. We're actually going to get a net 25 off of this additional infrastructure construction speed. In order to jumpstart our agricultural development, we will need to seek foreign capital. While indebting ourselves to foreigners is never a good idea, it will allow us to push our reforms quicker. What's this now? After a string of secret meetings carried out over several weeks, several Chinese political factions, including our own, have agreed to stand together. Stand together against the oncoming Japanese invasion. Unity has been elusive for decades, but now with the chance of the Chinese United Front, the country finally stands a chance at repelling the Japanese invader and crushing its traitorous allies, Wansu. For the sake of China, these warring factions have set aside their differences for now. Excuse me? No! 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 Oh, I'm mad. Oh. Oh, I'm so angry. How dare you? The left screws us again. If you ain't right, you ain't right. Oh my gosh, you gotta be freaking kidding me. Whose decision was that, or is it just a spontaneous event? Hell, and I just helped them too. I was building infrastructure in what is now their territory. I am so pissed right now. Ma Clique joined the Chinese United Front. Who's in charge here? It ain't me. I'm not joining it. Is it Mongolia? Is it the left Kuomintang? It is, isn't it? You? Oh my gosh. If you have, hey, I know some people have said, they've told me when I was working on the progress reports, I sometimes have a hard time differentiating who are they were telling me this. They're saying, I sometimes have a hard time telling who is who when I look at the Chinese people, and you know what? Let me tell you right now, you can identify Wang Jingwei by the sack of shit he is. Just smell him. You'll smell him, so you don't get him confused with anybody. Damn it! I am so mad. I know I was in a stalemate here. I was saying I'd rather just lose, and yet, well, I guess I got my wish. Join United Front. Might as frickin' well. Let's drive the Japanese out. Ugh. I'm gonna get reparations when the peace treaty against Fengtian is complete. I deserve them. I deserve them for tolerating this nonsense. Okay, what are we gonna do here? We wanna just get the dispersed industry coming up here. Call to arms request. Okay, in the next episode, I suppose it looks like we're going to war with the Fengtian government. I think with all of us combined, we should have a decent enough chance. And you know what? Dibs on Beijing. Screw you all. I'll see you all later, or in the next episode. You have a great day. Goodbye.